A leaked sparring video has set the boxing world ablaze, offering a rare glimpse into a past training session between two of the sport's titans, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. The footage, which surfaced recently, captures the intensity of their encounter from several years ago when Canelo was preparing for his fight against Erislandy Lara. Canelo, known for his devastating power and technical prowess, invited Crawford to his gym to replicate Lara's elusive, mobile fighting style. The video, now circulating widely, has reignited discussions about their upcoming blockbuster fight scheduled for September 13, 2025, at the Las Vegas Raiders Allegiant Stadium. This bout, billed as the fight of the century, promises to be a historic clash between two boxing icons with contrasting styles, monumental legacies, and unyielding confidence. The sparring footage reveals a fascinating dynamic between the two fighters. Canelo, whose real name is Saul Alvarez, is seen unleashing his signature powerful hooks and uppercuts, while Crawford, often referred to as Bud, counters with lightning-fast jabs and nimble footwork. The session showcases Canelo's ability to throw straight right leads, a tactic he employed to counter Crawford's southpaw stance, which he frequently adopts even against orthodox fighters to keep opponents off balance. Crawford's defensive mastery is evident as he slips punches with remarkable upper body movement, though the footage highlights a critique often leveled at him. His footwork, while effective, lacks the fluidity some expect from a fighter of his caliber. Despite this, Crawford's reflexes and ability to parry and counter make him a formidable challenge, even in a sparring setting. The leaked video has shifted the narrative surrounding the upcoming fight. Previously, discussions about a Canelo-Crawford matchup centered on the size difference. Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes, from light middleweight to super middleweight, to challenge Canelo at 168 pounds. Critics argued that Canelo's experience at higher weights and his physicality would overwhelm Crawford. However, the sparring footage has prompted more nuanced, technical analyses. Fans and analysts now focus on the stylistic matchup, Canelo's pressure and power versus Crawford's speed, precision, and adaptability. One fan commented online, "This fight is more technical and tricky than we thought. It's not about power or weight, it's about who brings the best technique on the night." Another pointed out, "Canelo hasn't knocked out an opponent in years. If he couldn't stop Crawford in sparring when he was younger and stronger, it's unlikely he'll do it now." The footage also captures the competitive banter between the two fighters, a preview of the heated exchanges that have characterized the build-up to their 2025 showdown. In the video, Canelo and Crawford trade verbal jabs, each asserting their uniqueness. "I see you. You see I'm different," Crawford says, to which Canelo responds, "You're nothing different. I'm different." This back-and-forth mirrors their recent press conference interactions, where tensions escalated to the point of a shove. The rivalry is palpable, fueled by mutual respect but also a fierce desire to prove superiority. Canelo, at 34, dismisses the notion that Crawford, 37, could defeat him, confidently stating, "He's not going to beat me. Don't worry about it. This fight will be in the history books of boxing." Crawford, undeterred, counters, "These belts are coming home with me. I'm different from all the others." Canelo's confidence stems from his extensive experience. With 67 professional fights, 11 world titles, and 27 world title bouts, the Mexican superstar has faced a who's who of boxing greats, including Floyd Mayweather, Gennady Golovkin, and Dmitry Bivol. His career began at age 15, and his durability, power, and ring IQ have made him one of the sport's most decorated figures. However, some analysts question whether Canelo is still at his peak. His recent performances, including a lackluster unanimous decision win over William Skull in May 2025, have drawn criticism for lower punch output and a perceived decline in aggression. Fans booed during the Skull fight as the opponent avoided engagement, leaving Canelo unable to showcase his full arsenal. Despite this, Canelo remains adamant that he's as formidable as ever, emphasizing his experience and versatility. "They only focus on my power, but I have more than that. This fight will be one of the best on my record." Crawford, meanwhile, brings an impeccable resume of his own. A 2-weight undisputed champion with 19 consecutive world title bouts, he has conquered divisions with surgical precision. His last fight, a unanimous decision victory over Israil Madrimov in August 2024 for the WBA light middleweight title, was not his most dominant performance, with some fans and analysts noting he struggled slightly with the weight jump. Yet Crawford remains unfazed by the challenge of moving up 14 pounds to face Canelo. "I'm not going to let somebody else tell me how to fight," he said at a recent press conference. "I won't be running, but I'll be doing a lot of touching. Crawford's adaptability, switching between orthodox and southpaw stances, and his ability to land precise, hurtful shots make him a dangerous opponent, even against a bigger man like Canelo. The fight's promotion has been amplified by Saudi Arabia's heavy investment in boxing, led by Turki Al-Sheikh, chairman of the General Entertainment Authority. Al-Sheikh, a central figure in transforming Saudi Arabia into a boxing hub, has partnered with Netflix and UFC president Dana White to stage this event at the 65,000-seat Allegiant Stadium. His influence was evident at the press conference, where he demanded a smashing face fight, dismissing Tom and Jerry boxing where fighters avoid engagement. Al-Sheikh's frustration with recent lackluster bouts, including Canelo's fight against Skull and Crawford's against Madrimov, underscores his desire for a high-action spectacle. He even dined with both fighters the night before the press conference, emphasizing their professionalism but urging them to deliver a brutal, fan-pleasing performance. The press conference itself was a spectacle, kicking off a three-city tour that includes Las Vegas and New York. Al-Sheikh's opening remarks set the tone, though he fielded questions for nearly 25 minutes before Canelo and Crawford spoke. The fighters' exchanges were laced with confidence and subtle jabs. Canelo, cool and composed, reiterated his belief that Crawford, despite his accolades, is not on his level. He's a great fighter, but he's not Canelo. Crawford, smiling at Canelo's bravado, promised to make history by becoming the first male three-weight undisputed champion, a nod to women's boxing star Clarissa Shields, who has already achieved the feat. "This is my moment," Crawford said. "I called Canelo out. He's the last great fighter from our era, and I'm here to take those belts." The leaked sparring footage has added fuel to the debate about how the fight will unfold. In the video, Canelo's straight right leads exploit Crawford's southpaw stance, a tactic he's likely to employ in September. Crawford, however, counters with quick jabs and body shots, occasionally showboating to disrupt Canelo's rhythm. The sparring session, described as a sparring session turned bombs away by one observer, highlights Crawford's willingness to stand his ground, even against a heavier hitter. Yet Canelo's ability to spin off and land combinations suggests he's prepared for Crawford's elusiveness. The footage has led fans to speculate on whether Crawford's speed and skill can overcome Canelo's power and experience, or if Canelo's pressure will prove too much for the smaller man. Public sentiment is divided. Some fans believe Crawford's movement and counterpunching will frustrate Canelo, with one commenting, "Crawford will stun Canelo with his speed and mentality. It's about will and skill, not just power." Others argue that Canelo's durability, often described as a granite chin, and his experience against elite fighters give him the edge. "Canelo's been in there with the best," a fan wrote. "Crawford's great, but moving up 2 weight classes is a tall order." The lack of a rematch clause or weight restrictions, as confirmed by both fighters, ensures that the bout will be contested on even terms, with Canelo insisting he wants Crawford at his sick best to eliminate any excuses. The fight's historical significance cannot be overstated. Canelo, who has won titles from 154 to 175 pounds, is seen by some as the torchbearer of this era, having faced legends like Mayweather, Pacquiao, and De La Hoya's contemporaries. Crawford, who missed out on those mega fights, views this as his chance to cement his legacy. "This is my mega fight," he said. "I wasn't able to get those opportunities earlier, but this is my moment." The bout marks the first major boxing event promoted by Dana White's new boxing venture, in partnership with Al-Sheikh, and will be broadcast live on Netflix, a testament to the sport's evolving landscape. As the September 13th date approaches, both fighters are laser-focused. Canelo, who regained his undisputed 168-pound title against Skull, is motivated to add another landmark victory to his storied career. Crawford, coming off his win over Madrimov, is determined to defy the odds and make history. The sparring footage, while a snapshot from years ago, has given fans a taste of what's to come, a clash of technique, heart, and willpower. Whether Canelo's power and experience will overpower Crawford's speed and versatility, or if Crawford's ring genius will outshine the Mexican star, remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the boxing world is buzzing with anticipation, and this fight promises to be a defining moment in the sport's history.